if you've ever seen Lights, Camera, Faction are back in the row, and they have made their intentions known. They want to get to the top and get what be equivalent to their Oscar, the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Wait a minute.
Is he trying to take the camera?
He tried to take the camera. Thankfully, the cameraman did not allow it to happen.
A true director at heart.
You want to make sure the shot was right.
So, have you finally come to terms with the fact that they are the greatest movie you've ever seen, Brad?
No.
Still Back to the Future?
Always and forever. But I will say, I like their style. Their cinematography is great. They have great pieces to their matches. The writing is off the charts. The wrestling, we will find out here shortly.
No strangers here to the World Gym Arena. And let's just say that the Road Nation here has not taken lightly to Lights, Camera, Faction. But that may just have more to do with their attitude more than anything. To bitter rivals, to what we may possibly not call strange bedfellows. That has been quite the journey for these two.
Yeah, if you're lost and wondering how did this happen, last week on the Reality of Wrestling, Will Allday extended his hand quite literally and said, I think that we would make a hell of a tag team. And although Cam was initially reluctant, we have finally got these two men together in a Reality of Wrestling ring and not as opponents.
Well, that's the thing, Brad. You know, brothers fight. And when you've been through things like a cage match, even against each other, that's a type of bond that keeps you locked for life. That's blood brothers right there. So them being a tag team is just perfect for this. It's cinematically beautiful, if you would say.
Yes, I understand what you're trying to put down there, Brittany Howland. Oh, look at that. Well, you know what? I wanted a souvenir.
They told you to hold it?
Is it L-shaped?
You know what? It is not, but it smells wonderful. I'll be honest with you.
It does, actually.
The cologne from Mr. Ice Williams is a private label, obviously, for Lights, Camera, Faction.
It smells expensive.
It smells expensive, although it is slightly damp. So I'm going to hand this off to one of our stage hands, as Will Allday has control of the waist right now. The first tag team match for Will Allday and Cam Cole.
You know, and normally I would say when it's two people put together for the very first time, I'm usually questioning the way they're going to work. However, Cam and Will know each other so well. It's as if they've been a tag team this whole time.
It does feel that way, Kirby Carry-On. And the thing, oh, look at that. Look at that, already working in tandem. And here's an interesting part to think about. For Will Allday, he has held the Reality Wrestling Championship, the Texas Championship, and the Television Championship. There is one title that eludes him from his Grand Slam, and that happens to be the Tag Team Championship, something that Cam Cole is familiar with.
The former two-time tag team champion is Cameron Cole. And I'm going to have to do the math here, but if this team ends up working out, Will Allday could potentially be the man to complete the Grand Slam in the quickest amount of time.
Just be a testament to his career. Cam Cole, the second man to have that accomplishment, and some inverted atomic drops to both of them. Cam Cole, nothing but confidence right now.
It's almost that this pairing has breathed the new life into Cam Cole. It's given him a sense of direction, as it were. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh!
Big boot there. Oh, look at that.
Cam.
Oh, Ice Williams pulling down on the boot. And Action Braxton happy with what he's seeing.
We all know that an accident takes only seconds, but the injuries can last a lifetime. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, a truck wreck, or a motorcycle accident, give me a call. You'll be glad you did. And why would you call anyone else?
And welcome back in from the action here on Reality of Wrestling. Ice Williams standing tall over Cameron Cole. And Cameron Cole now looking to mount an offense back with some flurry of some right hands and a big knife edge shot.
Oh!
Boom!
Could have just knocked him out cold.
It sounded like it did, and dragging Cam back into Lights Camera Faction's corner.
Inverted atomic drop, and there it is. A diving punch from Action Braxton. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out.
The diving punch was full of style for sure. The one thing the Lights Camera Faction does not withhold from anybody is that style.
That is true. However, Action Braxton taking time there to show to the fans, give a little flourish, could have cost him that win as Cam was able to take a little bit of breath and kick out.
Oh! Here comes Cam. Getting all kinds of fired up, looking for that tag.
Trying to get a tag from Will Allday, but to no avail. And a tag to Ice Williams, keeping the fresh man in. Is Lights Camera Faction. That's where that tag team experience with one another comes into play. Will Allday used to being a solo act, 4 into this kind of format, and a cover, 1, 2. Ice Williams with a rear chinlock on Cam Cole.
Cam Cole in a bad spot, and Will trying to will him back to their corner.
Will with the willin'.
Once again, Cameron Cole gets back up to a vertical base, and that may have been the opening that he needed.
Back body drop. Ice Williams still right behind him, but can Cam get to it? Can he get to it? No, 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 no. Still full confident Izzy.
Come on, Cam.
Action Braxton accidentally falling into the ring. He was reaching out for the tag.
And a tag there to Will Allday. Will Allday, but wait a minute.
What?
Referee waving it off. I don't think he saw the tag. He did not see the tag, and I don't think that fall was accidental from Action Braxton. I think that was very purposeful. That was a pratfall, as they call it, on the set.
Scripted, per se, from him?
Scripted.
And now Ice Williams takes out Allday.
No, it almost took out the guardrails as well.
And the front row.
Goodness. Well, I do always call the front row the splash zone, and not for water, but for people. So, there you go.
That's why I like where we're sitting.
Right?
Far enough away.
Very few ability for splash zones up here. And
Ice Williams not getting all of that kick, but enough to daze and confuse Cam Cole. And could this be the money shot? 1, 2, and no.
I think Ice Williams thought they had to match 1. He was already celebrating, but now Action Braxton wanting to get take 2 here.
But nobody in his corner as Will is still out on the floor.
No one is in the corner. Cam Cole finally had that daylight to go for a tag. And Action Braxton and Ice Williams right back at it.
Oh, here we go. Referee saw it this time. And look at this, Will Allday unleashing all his fury on Lights Camera Faction right now.
Will Allday ducks the line and and a flying forearm in reverse from Will Allday.
Oh no!
Ouch. And a knockout almost from Action Braxton, and then Cam returns the favor. A bicycle kick to the jaw of Cam Cole. Ice Williams standing tall between all four of these men. And it looks like Cam Cole is ready for his close-up. Oh!
Oh, God! Oh!
Gosh! Into a cam breaker. A hurricanrana into a cam breaker. Oh! And inadvertently, Action Braxton strikes Ice Williams.
A2 Brute.
Going for a cutter. Oh, but cut! It only takes one, an autograph. 1, 2, 3.
Big victory there for the newly formed team of Will Allday and Cameron Cole, as the chemistry seems to be there, Brittany.
It definitely does. And all I can say right now is the tag team champions, the Heat, better watch out, because there's a new tag team here at Reality of Wrestling.
Well, we have an action-packed episode ahead still to come. Josiah John and Ayden Cristiano go one-on-one. And in our main event, we have Edge Stone putting on the Reality Wrestling Championship against Matty Ice. And there's the handshake we've been waiting for. And the hug from Will Allday and Cam Cole. A new team is on the rise.
But I should be making history. I should be having Edge Stone quivering in his boots right now. I should be Reality Wrestling Champion and Television Champion. But I'm not. And that's because of Eric Lockhart. Eric Lockhart, you think you're better than me? You think you're better than the Morning Star? The Spotlight himself? To stay the Manana Star of forever? No. You're not. You made an enemy. And now, you have to face the fear.
This is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Dylan Flair, Johnny Lyons, the Nature Boys.
The Nature Boys are here, styling and profiling, looking like only they could look, dressing like only they could dress.
I'm still not sure about this team. They do style, they do profile, yes, but they haven't really been the same ever since they picked up that first loss.
Are you just upset that Dylan Flair threw his coat at you?
I still haven't gotten over it, yes.
Okay.
They are Jeep Cherokee riding, Southwest flying, son of a gun.
And their opponents, introducing first, from the back alley gutter, the gutter snake, Izzy James.
From the back alley gunner, here is Izzy James. Izzy James has had his problems with the Nature Boys in recent weeks. And who can blame him?
Who doesn't have a problem with the Nature Boys?
And introducing his tag team partner, from Houston, Texas, Isaac Morales.
Our former senior official.
Oh my goodness, look at the tassels.
That style right there.
That's something. What, did you steal those off a children's bike? We only kid. Isaac Morales made his official Reality of Wrestling in-ring debut in the 2023 Last Stand Rumble. As did I.
You did.
You did.
Unsuccessfully, we both are, so we both hold the same professional record. But Isaac Morales looks to turn that around with quite the tag team partner in Izzy James, who always finds himself in interesting encounters. He's had a Christmas Chaos match, a rap battle, a casket match, and now he is tagging with a former referee against the Nature Boys.
This year is full of firsts for Izzy James. You're absolutely correct. But you got to remember that Izzy James is a former tag team champion and also the longest reigning tag team champion in Reality of Wrestling history. So I can imagine that he has been teaching Isaac Morales pretty well here. And we're about to see what he can pull out of his bag of tricks.
I mean, right there, look at that. Just sending Dylan Flair cowering into his corner.
Well, one also has to wonder, are the Nature Boys on the same page? Because we saw what happened in that Last Stand Rumble where one was responsible for eliminating the other with a little Pump Patrol reunion when Jared Wayne made a surprise entry into the Last Stand.
I talked to Johnny about that, and he said that he just got lost in the moment. The Nature Boys are back on the same page. They have cleared their issues, and they are ready to get back at it as a tag team.
You know, Johnny is saying that, but has Dylan Flair said that? You know, stuff like that stays in your head, and it can eat away at you in a relationship like theirs. Oh!
And there's that miscommunication one more time. Oh, but now he goes over, and Izzy James in a bad spot here as we got to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Byline Surveying, over 100 years of combined land surveying experience in the state of Texas. The one call to make for your land development, construction layout, platting, and commercial land surveying needs. We use the latest in GPS surveying technology and office software. Our corporate office is located in East Texas, but our field crews serve all of North, East, and Central Texas. Not sure where to start? We're always here to help. Visit bylinesurveying.com or call 903-473-5150.
And we are back here at the Reality of Wrestling. The Nature Boys taking on the team of Izzy James and Isaac Morales. And, Johnny Lyons has been all on offense since Izzy James took a spill to the outside and a big knee into the ribcage. And there's a nice little gut wrench suplex. Cover. 1, 2.
The Nature Boys attempting to get back to their winning ways. But the challenge of Izzy James in front of them is going to be quite the tall task to overcome, Brittany.
Not only the challenge of Izzy James, but the wild card of Isaac. I mean, he did just make his debut in the Last Stand Rumble. We know Rumbles are definitely a whole different ball game. So this is going to be interesting for them to go one-on-one against him if they can ever get him in the ring.
If you can get him in the ring, and it looks like the tandem offense of the Nature Boys. Johnny Lyons and Dylan Fleer has been working out to their advantage. Quick cover here. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out from the gutter snake.
You got to imagine as well, the chemistry between the Nature Boys just speaks for itself, whereas Isaac Morales and Izzy James are just teaming up for the very first time.
Side headlock here as Izzy gets back to a vertical base. The knees up just in time and just enough to slow the momentum of Izzy James.
And that just shows me right there that Johnny Lyons has been doing in his homework. Not very many people have been able to counter that senton, but Johnny Lyons was ready.
Oh, but not ready for that.
Oh my gosh, blind tag knocked Isaac Morales off the apron. Oh, and Izzy James able to come over, and there it goes.
There it is.
And here comes Isaac.
Big diving crossbody off the top. There's a line. Back elbow. Up to the second turnbuckle and double drop kick and a kickback.
Now who's styling and profiling?
Face buster there from Isaac.
1, 2, Johnny Lyons there to break up the count.
But not for long as he's out of the ring.
Goes to the outside, and now it is Dylan Fleer and Isaac Morales in a one-on-one encounter. What was he thinking? Get him up on the top turnbuckle there. Slips through. Wait a minute. Has him almost in a, looking for a devastation device, but Izzy James goes off.
Almost taking out our camera crew there.
Wait a minute. Are we going to see it? Are we going to see it?
The figure 4 locked in.
Oh, that's got to hurt. This might be all for Isaac Morales. Johnny Lyons preventing Izzy James. And he taps out. He taps out. The pain was too much for the Nature Boys.
Winners by submission, the Nature Boys.
Well, we saw the Nature Boys catch Isaac Morales at the perfect spot in order for that figure 4 leg lock to be devastating. But Isaac Morales couldn't hold on, and he taps out, giving the Nature Boys another win.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Reality of Wrestling. Brad Gilmore along with Brittany Howland and Kirby Carry On. We've seen a lot tonight already, Kirby Carry On. The debut of the new team, Will Allday and Cam Cole.
That is a phrase that I really honestly never thought I'd ever hear. But if there's somebody that is going to have chemistry right out of the gate, it's going to be the former best friends, now former rivals, and I'm assuming now going to be a tag team. Those two have championship gold in their past, but maybe now in the very near future.
Talk about somebody who has a championship pedigree in their past. You go no further than Ayden Cristiano, the leader of La Familia. He's going to be going one-on-one with a rookie sensation who's yet to have the big W in his locker, Josiah John.
He has a win, has eluded the Rocket. However, this may be it to blast off against Ayden Cristiano.
We're going to find out because that match is up next here on the Reality of Wrestling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Space City, he is the Rocket, Josiah John!
Josiah John said that this week would be the liftoff for the Rocket, calling a shot against a former Reality of Wrestling champion in Ayden Cristiano. The big win has eluded this young man so far in his career. What a statement it would be if he finds way to victory here on the Reality of Wrestling.
This would definitely be quite the launching pad for this young man's career. And Josiah John never shying away from the challenge, only asking for tougher and tougher challenges.
Great reaction from this crowd.
On their feet, again for the Rocket.
Familia.
And his opponent, representing La Familia, Ayden Cristiano.
There he is, Jonathan Vega and Diego de la Cruz. Of course, we saw last week Diego de la Cruz losing his #1 contendership to Aaron Lockhart due to Emilio Tovar, which continues to be a thorn in the side of La Familia.
You gotta imagine that they are probably in the foulest of moods right now, because you're right. Emilio Tovar has been a thorn at the side of La Familia, not just for a few days, not just a few weeks. We're going on a few months now.
Well, this was the man who was embraced by Ayden Cristiano and family, and then kind of unmercifully kicked out of La Familia, and has been kind of wreaking havoc on them since. But we saw Ayden Cristiano and crew arrive in style, and Ayden Cristiano looks to be focused against the rookie upstart, Josiah John.
And it's very shocking that Josiah called for this, because you know it's La Familia. They go in a pack. They come together. So when you're facing one of them, you're facing honestly all of them.
You're normally right, Brittany Howland, but I feel like a nice rocket chant there. Got to acknowledge that. I feel like La Familia has been so discombobulated as of late that perhaps their numbers advantage might not come into play, but we're going to find out. Josiah John, already we can see, has gained popularity with the audience. He stands at 6'2". He weighs a little over 212 pounds. He's got a lot of great attributes for him, and I mean, he seems to have taken to this sport like a natural. However, being able to put all of it together has eluded him thus far, and having a challenger in the ways of Ayden Cristiano. Beautiful cover, quick, 1, 2. Look at that, almost. Almost, wow, what a way to start it off there.
Definitely, indeed, and as you were saying, a win has eluded him. However, every time you're in the ring, you learn something from your opponents, and he's been against people like Moonshine Mantel, Gino Medina. Now he's against Ayden. It's the learning tree. He is climbing up. He is definitely, as we saw just there, as he almost got the win, he's learning.
He is learning. Ayden Cristiano spills to the outside.
Ayden Cristiano hasn't even gotten out of the gate, and Josiah John is already, looks like full throttle.
Acknowledging the now accordionless Diego de la Cruz. And is it just me or Jonathan Vega been wearing the same thing for weeks?
That's usually his MO.
It's like a uniform.
I know he's been looking for his bag. Guess he hasn't found it yet as Josiah meets that turnbuckle. And they get quite acquainted.
Getting acquainted with the hand of Ayden Cristiano there to the chest.
Now we talked about this possibly being one of the biggest launching pads for a career here at the Reality of Wrestling. Ayden Cristiano is a former Reality of Wrestling champion, a former TV champion, and a former tag team champion. So Josiah John, if he were to capture victory, he would be massive.
1, 2, and again, no.
And if we were going off of crowd reaction here in the Row Nation, Josiah John would already have this one.
Unfortunately, though, for him, that is not how matches are won or lost. And his left shoulder just went on a date with that turnbuckle post. Cover, 1, 2. Some right hands from the taped fist of the leader of La Familia. Cover 1 and a kick out from Josiah John.
talked about it earlier. Ayden Cristiano barely coming out of the gate to start out the matchup, and Josiah was going full throttle, but now it looks like that may be costing Josiah, as he could be running low on energy. Perhaps an adrenaline dump, as now the expertise of Ayden Cristiano in full display.
Well, let's hope the energy of Row Nation here can breathe some life back into the Rocket, or he's going to be picked apart by Cristiano here.
Here we go, look at this. Ayden Cristiano just continuing to dole out punishment for Josiah, as we could be just nearing another failure to launch here for the Rocket.
Oh no!
Into the cover here, Ayden Cristiano, a 2 count, as Josiah managed to get the shoulder up one more time. This is a complete battle of experience versus inexperience, Brittany.
And speaking of experience, look at Ayden there, picking that body part, working on that shoulder, trying to take out the Rocket, one body part at a time.
Well, that's how the bad man's gonna do you.
The Rocket chants here echoing throughout the world arena as he manages to break free.
He's broken free. Will Josiah John use this window of light to find himself back into the driver's seat? Couple forearms there. Oh, and a back elbow. Followed by a clothesline. And another back elbow. Ayden Cristiano getting real intimate with that mat for a moment.
Oh.
He's gonna look for a scissor kick. Oh, misses. Oh, gut, kicks him right in the gut.
Impaler DDT incoming, but Josiah had it scouted. And now, planting him down with that flapjack here is Josiah, possibly creating a little bit of separation for himself.
Cover 1, 2, is that all? No, whoa, whoa, whoa. Got it up at the last possible moment, did Ayden Cristiano. Wow.
I was ready to call it. This is so impressive, but what more can the Rocket give Cristiano here?
Another sidekick attempted here from Josiah, this time unsuccessful. Going for the stretch muffler, but
Emilio Tovar looks like he's got a bag and he's got the accordion. That's Ayden Cristiano's car.
That's the Jag.
That's the Jag that we saw him arrive in. Somehow Emilio Tovar has the keys. What is going on here?
Oh no.
Tovar's getting in the car. Well, now love Emilio going out to try to go stop him. But I think it's going to be too little, too late. Emilio Tovar is left. He's left in the Jaguar of Ayden Cristiano. Oh! And a big kick. This could be all cover. 1, 2, 3. He did it. Oh! Josiah John has done it. Josiah John off the distraction from Emilio Tovar, but nevertheless gets his first victory at the Reality of Wrestling.
Houston, Texas, we have liftoff.
It was a back and forth battle for the outlet, but there at the last moment, and for an assist from ED, and some Grand Theft Auto, Texas City edition, Josiah John has shocked the world.
You know, Emilio Tovar is now riding in style, but Josiah John is now riding in a rocket straight to the top. Row Nation is extremely happy happy about this.
Congratulations to Josiah John. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening. It is going to be Matty Ice going one-on-one with the champion, Edge Stone. More reality wrestling back in just a moment.
In order to kick some ass, you gotta bring some. I wasn't born the chosen one. I became the chosen one. Through hard work, determination, and winning.
The chosen one, victorious.
You're gonna be a big star. You already are.
I'm stronger, and I'm faster than anyone they've ever put me in the ring with. Being the chosen one isn't just a nickname, it's a gift. And professional wrestling is my gift. That is an absolute, guaranteed. What's my name again?
For over 13 years, the King of Solar Screens has been an industry leader, and we proudly use 100% American-made products. Home of the $55 any size, any color solar screen.
Well, what about arches?
$55.
What about circles?
$55.
What about rectangles?
$55.
Any size, any color, installed free. The King of Solar Screens, on time, every time.
Now can you dig that, sucker?
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Reality of Wrestling. We are mere moments away from one of the biggest championship altercations in quite some time. We are going to see Reality of Wrestling champion Edge Stone go one-on-one with the winner of the Last Stand, Matty Ice.
Matty Ice has the chance of a lifetime to become the next man to win the Last Stand and then go on to become the Reality of Wrestling champion. He is the one that lasted the longest amount of time in the Last Stand. So, stamina is definitely on his side, but will the power, will the literally everything else to be able to topple the man that doesn't crumble, Edge Stone, be in his favor? I'm not sure, but we're about to find out here tonight.
Edge Stone looking at half a year as a Reality of Wrestling champion. He goes one-on-one with Matty Ice in mere moments.
He has held that championship strong for 5 months. However, where there's one Heat member, there is many, including Booker T. So I'm very interested on how the Stone is not going to crumble against the Heat.
We're going to find out who will walk out of tonight's World Gym Arena, the Reality of Wrestling champion. Will it be Edge Stone? Will it be Matty Ice? Our main event begins now on the Reality of Wrestling.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for tonight's main event. A match that Matty Ice was hoping to hold off for just a little bit longer, but Sharmell made official 2 weeks ago, and he meets Edge Stone for the Reality of Wrestling Championship in just a few minutes.
Matty Ice went through 29. He was one of 30 men to enter the Last Stand, went through 29 other individuals to be the fourth man to win that match and to guarantee himself an opportunity at the Reality Wrestling Championship. Again, he thought he could call his shots, figure out when he wanted to have that match with Edge Stone. That decision was made for him. But interestingly enough, Brittany Howland, no Heat members accompanying Matty Ice to the ring.
This is very interesting. He's basically making a statement that he can do this on his own. And I have no doubt that he's going to put up a fight against Edge Stone. I mean, he was, correct me if I'm wrong, Kirby, the longest man in the Last Stand Rumble to outlast all of them.
Absolutely. He is the one that lasted wrestled the longest amount of time in that matchup. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this main event is going to be one of the biggest in reality of wrestling history.
Well, absolutely. Now, who lasted the least amount of time?
I think it might have been you.
Well, it's an honor. As Edge Stone walks down to the ring after defeating the mysterious Q for that championship, Edge Stone has been taking on all comers, never afraid for a fight. And he and Matty Ice, as Booker T has donned him, are going to go one-on-one for that championship. This is a massive opportunity, obviously, for Matt Vine. This is his first title match in his reality of wrestling career, and it happens to be the biggest prize in all of Texas independent professional wrestling.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Reality of Wrestling Championship. Introducing first, he is the challenger, the winner of the 2023 Last Stand Rumble, and the #1 contender from Rosemont, Illinois, Matty Ice. And his opponent from Stone Island, he is the reigning, defending Reality of Wrestling champion, the stone that does not crumble, Edge Stone.
Here we go. Main event time on the Reality of Wrestling. It's Edge Stone. It's Matty Ice. The title is up for grabs. You can only win that championship via pinfall or submission. Disqualification or countouts will not occur with a changing of the championship.
Championship that Edge Stone has held for about 5 months now, and he has not loosened his grip around it. That just goes to show how fierce a competitor the champion is here as he meets possibly one of his toughest challenges yet in Matty Ice.
We saw last week the Heat were victorious in defending their Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Will that come into this week? Will the Heat once again win another title? And have almost all the gold here in Reality of Wrestling. The tag titles, the Diamonds Championship, and then the Big Two rivals.
Well, as you said, the Heat won. They had Booker T in their corner. They cut a few corners. Matty Ice is out here on his own. And even though Book is not out here, we know he's watching, and the pressure is on for Matty Ice.
I think Edge Stone was preparing for a drop kick there, but Matty Ice retreated. He knew exactly what was about to meet him, and he had to take one way out. But it has given Edge Stone possibly all the confidence he needed to figure out a game plan how to defeat Matty Ice.
And a distraction for Matty Ice, side headlock. Oh, and a big shoulder block that didn't go anywhere. Matt Vine did have that shoulder surgery a few months ago, made it back in record time. Less than 3 weeks, when the doctors told him 3 to 6 months.
Yes.
A super freak of an athlete and a physical specimen are both these men. Oh, and a body avalanche. And that stone did not crumble one bit. Belly to belly overhead suplex from the champion.
The power of Edge Stone, and he's not wasting any time. He's not.
Oh, man, and an uppercut that echoes throughout the entire county here.
And as I was saying, he's not taking the easy way out. He could have stayed in the ring, let Matty Ice get count out. No, he went after him.
That's the sign of a fighting champion right there, Brittany. And it has been what has given Edge Stone a 5-month reign thus far, but Matty Ice could be closing in on ending that reign.
Stone back in the center of the ring, cover for Matty Ice, 1, 2, and a kick out. Matt Vine, AKA Matty Ice, not known for his high-flying maneuvers, gonna go up top. Oh, look at that. Stone looking for a drop kick, outsmarted by the good fella. Oh! To the back. Matt Vine taking a second to talk trash instead of maybe capitalizing on that opportunity. Could that be a costly mistake? As Edge Stone, man, is just feeling the effects. Oh! To the rib cage. And the thing about Stone is he's such a big guy. He's so muscular. He needs as much oxygen to go through his body to get the blood to the muscles that it needs to be able to compete at a top level. And if you take out the ribs, I don't know if you ever hurt your ribs before, but you cannot breathe even a little bit without serious excruciating pain radiating throughout your entire body.
And as you said before, he's a very powerful man. He uses a lot of his strength to lift his opponents, and Matt Vine now targeting that lower back so that Edge cannot lift him and potentially hurt him in the future.
Lower back, the ribs, the abdomen. A lot of that strength coming from the core, you're right.
The innovation there of Matty Ice.
I mean, I'm loving the strategy, honestly, from Matt Vine.
If there's anybody that is going to match Stone power for power, it's definitely Matty Ice as he takes on the champion right there.
Cover. 1, 2, could that be all though? Wow, it came close to a 3 count. Very close.
Razor thin close. As right now you just see those knees being driven to the back of Edge Stone. And this is quite possibly the most precarious position we've ever seen a champion in this reign thus far. Meeting him with that headbutt. Shades of Tommy Bolton, his training partner.
Well, you saw, though, it registering on the face of Edge Stone. That took a little bit out of him, too. You can't throw around headbutts and not receive a little bit of repercussion from it.
Oh, my!
Spine buster right on almost the back of the neck. Could that be all? Cover 1, 2, and no! Matt Vine has had a couple close near falls there as he continues to work on that rib cage of Edge Stone.
And not only, Brad, physically is this an attack on Edge Stone, but what is this doing to him mentally? He's almost lost his championship twice.
I mean, it's definitely making the champion question himself. Do I have enough to beat Matty Ice? Matty Ice is a total package kind of individual, as is Edge Stone, but wait a minute. Goes to the outside.
Stone now gets a little bit of separation to possibly able to put everything back together to get back up to his feet and attempt to get back in control of this matchup.
Matt Vine back up on the apron and going for the second time in this match to the top, and this time the clothesline connects and both men are down. Referee assessing the damage in the situation. This is your main event this week on The Reality of Wrestling. The championship is up for grabs. The good fella Matty Ice, a member of the Heat, the winner of the Last Stand Rumble, is just super on the outside in by Edge Stone. Holy hell.
The ring almost caved in.
It definitely thought about it. It thought about retiring right there.
He's ready to give up.
As now, the referee up to a count of 3.
Matty Ice attempting to become the 4th man to win the Last Stand Rumble and moving on to becoming the Reality of Wrestling champion.
Whoa.
But you saw that from Stone right there. He got back up, and now here comes the champion.
You're all right, Matty Ice, if unsuccessful, will be the first man to ever win the Last Stand and not become the champion. Oh, and a big boot there. Cover. 1, 2, and that is not enough. And Matt Vine, instincts kicking in. That is a veteran-like maneuver. Rolling to the outside to try to create some separation, allow a little breathing room, although Edge Stone is all over him. No.
Whoa!
Oh, wait a second.
Wait a minute. Oh, look at that Booker T. As Matty Ice has the referee distracted, Booker T took advantage of Edge Stone, and this, no, not this way.
Oh.
Not this way.
Come
not
on
this way. Not this way. Cover.
Come on,
1,
Edge.
2,
Come on, Edge.
and no, Edge Stone got a shoulder up. Edge Stone got a shoulder up. Booker can't believe it. Matty Ice can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Somehow Stone still has the wherewithal to continue to kick out.
Well, you know what? I can believe it because it's Edge Stone, and that stone don't crumble. There's a reason he is the Reality of Wrestling champion right now, and Matt Vine's got to do the work himself if he wants to be that one.
And up, and oh my gosh. If he can capitalize, he might retain his championship right here. Cover. 1, 2, and Matt Vine gets the right shoulder up. Somehow, some way, the fighting spirit of the good fella. What is Booker T doing? What the hell is Booker T doing?
I mean, that's your boy.
Booker T distracting our referee.
Oh no.
What? Oh my God, there's Q. There's Q. Q cutter. Q cutter. They're going to screw him out of the title. They're going to screw him out of the title. They're going to screw him out of the title.
Not this way.
No.
Not like this.
Cover.
No.
1, 2. No. No. Just a 2 count. Just a 2 count. Somehow he kicked out of the Q cutter.
Booker T is shocked.
How did Edge Stone kick out of the Q cutter, and what is Booker signaling for?
What else can he throw at?
There's Gaspar Hernandez, and Gaspar, oh my gosh, just puts the boots to Edge Stone. And now all 3 members of the Heat. Oh, wait a minute, the referee.
Oh God!
All 3 members of the Heat going after the Reality of Wrestling champion. This is disgusting. Hold on.
For Culture 8.
There's Culture Inc.'s music. Culture Inc. coming to the defense of Edge Stone again. And all 3 men, all 6 men, it's Bedlam here. It is Bedlam at the Reality of Wrestling. All 6 men going after the spear. We need to get control. We need to get control of this.
Well, the official match result of disqualification, Edge Stone is still the champion, but right now the Heat, Culture Inc. and Edge Stone are just going to war.
It is an all-out brawl.
Championships are not on the mind right now. Right now, it's about devastation. The Heat is running backwards now as Culture Inc. and Edge Stone stand tall in the ring.
Well, you are right still. The Reality Wrestling champion, it is Edge Stone. But I have a feeling this is not the last of the encounter between these 2 factions. For our executive producers, for our director Kevin Bernhardt, for my broadcast colleagues Corby Carrion and Brittany Outland, my name is Brad Gilmore. This is the Reality of Wrestling, and we will see you all next week.
Take it.
talk about culture, we talking the roots. Eventually grew to a tree. Thought you was me and your match. You met a brick wall and really you ran it than me. I really be dogging them out. I put them on fours and knock them right over the teeth. But let's see, my body is still with a line and now it's a gold line for the free. Yeah, what more do you want from me? I move with a group and dominate the whole scene. Respect and loyalty. How do you want it? Steel chair, top rope. I'm giving out kicks for free. How ironic, you don't gotta go rounds in order to take a knee. Got them, watch how I spot them. Doing the dance, I lift in the wings. Hey, I won the belt, I'm winning the belt. I'm doing whatever it takes. Yeah, you ever seen a Mack truck?